Good morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely pleased that you are still here. We are extremely pleased that we are here. Android. You are knowing what you are wanting?
Yes.
No reason for a warm-up? Oh, maybe a little. Ready to take thought beyond what it has been before?
Yes.
Let's go. Begin here, then here.
Good morning.
It is.
So yesterday you asked somebody who was sitting in the hot seat, where does energy come from? And I don't think we got a clear answer to that. Where does energy come from?
Well, it's important to realize that there are no new thoughts. In other words, we are not at the beginning of anything. So when you think about momentum of vibration, that's really what the energy that we are talking about is. The clear answer to that we were reaching for, from your perspective, when you are saying, I want to tap into energy, what you're really talking about is tapping into the momentum that has already been established by your vortex, that is held and focused by the non-physical. So let's say, just as a baseline, that energy is focus, and therefore not caused by, but perpetuated by a focuser. So as you're thinking about energy in the context that we mean it in a question like that, what you're really talking about is tapping in to the focus of source. And of course, we can't separate the focus of you from the focus of source, although sometimes you pinch it off a bit. So when we're talking about tapping into the energy, we're talking about you finding some way of aligning with the focus of source, which of course is perpetuated by the focus of you. So it's sort of this perpetual focusing thing where you come forth and focus, and we remain non-physically focused and focus. And you explore contrast and decide, and we focus upon what you've decided about. And between all of us who are focusing, we have this perpetual stream of eternal energy.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, I have about 100 questions. Where is it?
Unfortunately, we only have one answer.
But it's a good answer, and I like it a lot. So we're all emanations of source. Is that accurate?
Without exception. The word we usually use is extensions of. And so you are an extension of that which we are, but then you cause a new rocket to flow, which we join, and in a sense you could say are momentarily an extension of, until we adjust and acclimate and become.
Right.
The idea of the perpetual is really a good introduction into this conversation, because it's difficult, in fact impossible, and certainly not necessary to try to decide where something got started. When an idea comes to you, you say, oh, I got the best idea. It's accurate to say I got, or I received, or I'm part of, or I am a perpetuator of, or I tapped into, or I added to. But there are no new ideas. There are just amendments to ideas that have come before. And it has always been that. There has never been a time when there was a new idea, which we know. You want to go back to the beginning. Please don't take us there today.
Yeah. I get this. I get that we create source. It's kind of like an endless loop, and our experiences as we sift and sort and learn from those, recycle is a really bad term here, but cycle back into source, expanding source and expanding us. And I understand that we cannot not be source. There is no not being source.
That was the next thing that we were going to jump in on, is that it's not just that you flow to source or that you promote source. You are source.
We are source.
And that's really the topic that is most important in a conversation like this, because when you accept that you are source and you accept that everything is about attraction, then the perpetuation of source is really about the fostering of a new question, which attracts a new composite of vibration, which brings what feels like a new answer. It really isn't a new answer, because the answer always existed, but it's a new focused perspective of the answer, and therefore a new, stronger point of attraction. And that's what keeps everything moving forward.